After sampling some of the most unforgettable dishes we have ever had, our culinary journey continues to International Tap House right down the street, where we get to the main event of today's show, the beer. In partnership with St. Louis's own Perennial Artisan Ales, Brasas has brought Peruvian beer to St. Louis with the Waska Peruvian Lager. And we are about to find out there was no better ending to our culinary journey.
What's up, guys? We're here at ITAP, International Tap House on Del Mar, just down the street from Brasas. Andrew, thank you for bringing us over here. I understand this place has a little bit of a special place in your heart, a special place in the history of Brasas. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about that?
It does. My love for beer, one, and then two, just coming here day after day in, day out of, working with the city, getting our permits, getting all the logistics down to open this new restaurant.
You started out, it was pop-ups like this location here before you had any kind of first mortar location.
I was just a customer. I was coming in to grab a beer after my
That's how you built a relationship with them.
Yeah, and I met Ryan, amazing guy, has a ton of knowledge about beer. We got connected there. Asked, hey, our opening's being delayed. I'm waiting on a license in our liquor license, typical St. Louis City.
Right. Like for the people that don't realize, like you could totally have all kinds of cool beverage and food establishments, but it's a lot of red tape. It's a lot of details.
And before we
but
get
that's
into
why it pays to have a relationship like you built with ITAP.
And before we get into what we're diving into here, honestly, that kind of connects us in a special way. That ITAP holds a special place in our history as well. That ITAP is like the first place in St. Louis that really introduced a wide swath of craft beer to St. Louis. And it's where I found my love of beer, their original location down in Chesterfield Valley. I have a buddy that wound up being a manager down there for years. It was where I went when I won.
Shout out to Dorsey.
Shout out to Mike. What's up, buddy?
But no, that's a great point, because I turned 21 in St. Louis, but I'm not from here. I wasn't necessarily paying attention to the scene when I turned 21.
Yeah.
You've brought that up before, and I'm like, that's a really excellent point, that back then, it's not that we didn't have breweries. We had local craft breweries in St. Louis.
Yeah.
We didn't have the volume of tap house and craft beer support. I couldn't just run out to your local spot and just grab local craft beer.
And really, it was the immersion of ITAP that does not have a kitchen, and none of their locations have a kitchen. Hence, you can bring in outside food.
Yeah.
That led to a lot of local restaurants having to start adding craft beer to their menus, because ITAP was pulling customers and getting them to drink at their establishments. And so for us, for our history and what we do here with One Beer at a Time, with Brews on the Road, with whatever we're doing,
Perfect. Yeah.
it kind of brings us full circle. So one of the biggest reasons we came to see you, aside from your food, is we are a beer show. We're about beer. We're kind of about drinking. You partnered with Perennial.
Correct.
On a beer called Waska.
Yeah.
My understanding, it's a Peruvian lager. So kind of walk me through, first of all, like, what is a Peruvian lager? What is this made with? And kind of how you partnered with Perennial, how that came about.